Hey everybody, it's I Want2Be Retro. Today we're going to take a look at installing Snipe-IT, an asset management system, on Windows. To get started, we need to download the latest release of XAMPP, as well as the Snipe-IT source code from GitHub. We'll also need to download a copy of the Microsoft Visual C++ installer, as well as the Composer installer. With everything downloaded, open your Downloads directory, right-click on the Visual C++ installer, and run it as administrator. Click the I agree checkbox, then click Install. Once the installation completes, click Close. Right-click on the downloaded Snipe-IT zip archive and extract it here. Rename the extracted folder to just Snipe-IT, removing the version number. Next, right-click on the downloaded XAMPP zip archive and extract it here. Cut the Snipe-IT folder to your clipboard, then navigate into the XAMPP folder and paste it here. Navigate up one directory and cut the entire XAMPP folder to your clipboard. Then navigate to C Program Files and paste it here. Navigate into the XAMPP folder and execute setup xampp.bat. Once the script completes, press any key to close the command prompt. Navigate into the PHP folder and edit php.ini in a text editor. Search the file for ldap, then uncomment the ldap extension by removing the semicolon at the beginning of the line. Save your changes and close the editor. Back in the File Explorer, navigate to XAMPP, Apache, conf, and edit the httpd.conf file in a text editor. Paste the Snipe-IT alias and directory configuration from the video description, then save your changes and close the editor. Next, navigate back to your Downloads directory and execute composer setup.exe. When prompted, select Install for all users. Click Next in the installer, then click Browse and browse to C Program Files, XAMPP, PHP, and select php.exe. Check the option to add this PHP to your path, then click Next. Continue through the rest of the installer accepting the defaults, then click Finish. In File Explorer, navigate back to C Program Files, XAMPP, and into the Snipe-IT directory. Then while holding Shift, right-click in the whitespace and select Open PowerShell window here. Now we'll make a copy of the example.m file and name it .env. Then we'll install the dependencies using Composer. Once all the Composer dependencies are installed, we'll generate an application key. Then edit the .env file in Notepad. Using the video description as a guide, update the application settings and database configuration values. Then continue scrolling down the file and update the outgoing email server settings. Once complete, save your changes and close the editor. Back in File Explorer, navigate back to the XAMPP installation directory and launch XAMPP control. Click the Start buttons across from Apache and MySQL to start those processes. Then in File Explorer, navigate into the MySQL bin directory, and while holding Shift, right-click in the whitespace and select Open PowerShell window here. Now we'll connect to the MySQL database using the MySQL command line utility. And using SQL commands, we'll create a Snipe-IT database, as well as a service account with full permissions to the new database. We'll flush MySQL privileges, close the connection to MySQL, and exit the PowerShell window. Open a web browser and navigate to the DNS or IP address of the host /Snipe-IT. Click the Next button at the bottom right of the page. Once the database tables are created, click Next to create an admin user. Complete the form by entering a site name and default currency. Then scroll down and create an admin user account by filling out the first name, last name, email, username, and password fields. Then click Next to save the user account. Welcome to Snipe-IT, running on your Windows-based web server. To switch to dark mode, go to Settings, Branding, then scroll down and select a dark mode skin.